Hi, baby. Well, I was just trying to set this TBR video up, but everybody say hi to Cooper. Because he wanted to be involved. Oh, baby. Good boy. Can you look at the camera? Look. No? You want to see what Dad's doing? Go ahead. Hello, my loves. Hello, my besties. Hi. Welcome to, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Alanna, and today we are going to be picking my September TBR. Now, the past few months I have been having a very tough time physically and mentally, so I have not been doing very well at all with my TBRs. In August, I have read precisely 0 of my TBR. I did listen to a couple books, though. I did listen to The Prison Healer and the second book in that series. I still have to listen to the third one or read the third one, but I did read those 2 books this month, which is better than I did some of the months because I've been struggling. But today we are going to choose my TBR based off of my TBR jar. I'm going to try to be relatively quick about this, but let's go with our first prompt. Book that has a movie or TV adaptation. Now, I know Six of Crows does, and World War Z does. Let me see if The Housemaid is going to have one. I think it's probably either going to be Six of Crows or World War Z, so let me pull those off of this pile. This over here is my August TBR that I didn't get to, so I'm going to try to take some from there as well as from the cart, but we either have Six of Crows Let's go with Six of Crows for our first one. Our first option is going to be Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I hear this is very good found family, and I've heard it's really, really good, so I'm excited to get to it. I have had it on multiple TBRs and have not gotten to it, so we are going to go with Six of Crows as our first book for September. Oh my god, it's already September almost. I'm filming this just before September, but our next prompt for book 2, I think we're going to go with 8 books, but that could very well be incorrect because I always end up doing 10 because I am just a girl and I like options. So, I also love doing this, so I like to be able to pick more. But this prompt says, a book with an element in the title, earth, wind, water, or fire. Now, House of Earth and Blood obviously has earth in it. Wild Dark Shore doesn't necessarily have... I mean, it has a shore, which would be like water-y. So that could work. Or we have Dagger in the Flame. Pull that one out too as an option. So we have the Dagger in the Flame. A Song to Drown Rivers. We also have that one. I don't think any on the back here have one in them. I think those are probably going to be our options, but let me check my Kindle as well quick because I do want to start reading more on my Kindle. I got a new Kindle Colorsoft, which I've been really enjoying. I like that it's got the colors, obviously. Let me search. Oh, that's not how you spell it. Can I actually search, like, in my library? Search Kindle. Ooh. Metal Slinger is on here. Metal Slinger, Fire and Metal, Book 1. But I guess that's the name of the series, not the book title itself. Right on my Kindle Unlimited if I have anything. King of Flames I have on Kindle Unlimited. Of Earth and Flame. Let's go with Of Earth and Flame by Alanna. That is on my Kindle on Kindle Unlimited, so we're gonna go with that one. So also don't mind the raindrop sounds. We have skylights and it's a little damp outside, so the trees are shaking water onto our roof, onto our skylights. Okay, so we're gonna go with Of Earth and Flame as our book with a element in the title. So let's slide this back up here. And we will pick our third prompt. I want to try to get one from the bottom. Right way down in there. Alright. Prompt 3 is a book set in the woods. I don't fully know, like, if I'm going to be able to tell just by the book if it is set in the woods, but we could go with, like, woods that are on the title, on the cover. So we have, I don't think this one is woods. I really want to get to it though. I had a lovely member of my Twitch community get this book for me. It is massive. The Lies of Mortals. It doesn't look woodsy. When She Was Me looks like it might be. Looks like a house in the woods. So that could be an option. Pop that up there. Beartown is kind of set in the woods, right? Because it's in Alaska. A tiny community deep in the forest. Look at that. Heck. Or there's also Credence, which has woods on the cover. So I think, yeah, so this is in the mountains, 3 of them, 1 of her, and a remote cabin in the woods. So this takes place in the woods, and this takes place in the woods. I don't know. There's only one way out of these woods. Wow, look at that. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of these and send them to a friend. One moment, I've lost my phone. Sorry about that. Thought I had it with me. Okay, hang on. I gotta send her one of my besties these. Okay, I sent her these 3. And we will let her choose. So we will get back to this one once she gets back to me. She's usually pretty quick about responding to me, so it should not take long. Okay, so our 4th prompt let's just choose a brown one. A book with a random number generated pages. Choose closest option. Okay, so we need the random number generator. 250 to 700. Okay, so here is our generator. 355. So we have to find a book that is 355 or as close to 355 pages as we can get. Now, I know there are some particular ones that I really want to get to, so let me grab these out. And take a look at these. So this one, okay, so not this one. This one's 300. So that's a little bit short. This one's probably also short. Yep, that one's short too. 355. How about 7-Year Itch? Okay, so this one is 361, so that's only 6 pages off. So we could potentially do this one, because I'm really excited to get to this. So potentially the 7-Year Itch. I'm also excited to get to the Naturals, but that seems a little bit shorter. This one's only 308. How about this one? Ooh, this one's 358. I think we're going to go with one of these two. I think I want to go... I really want to go with 7-Year Itch, but The Coworker of 358 by Frida McFadden is definitely closer, so we're going to go with The Coworker by Frida McFadden for our 4th book. And I'll write that down. And then my friend Bailey did respond, and she picked When She Was Me. So we're going to go with When She Was Me as our 3rd book, since that is the one that she picked. And that is by Marley Bush. So we're going to go with that. You know, I really love, like, when it rains at night when I'm at home and, like, can just be peaceful. But it wasn't supposed to rain today. It has rained quite a bit today, considering the fact that it, you know, wasn't supposed to at all. But yeah, so let's go ahead and choose our 5th book. So this is my significant other picks. So again, I have to send a picture and text it to him because he's downstairs. Oh, it's raining good out there now. Hopefully he responds quickly. But until then, we will move on. So that is going to be our 5th pick once he responds. So let's pick another one. The 6th book is, the cover is the color of your shirt. So pink. Addicted to You has pink on it, but it's not super pink. 7-Year Itch is pink. So potentially that. Throne of the Fallen always looks pink, but it's actually more of a purple. I generally don't know if I really have any books that are pink covers. This one's pretty pink. Yeah, I think that one's going to be our option. I think 7-Year Itch is going to be the best one that we got, because I don't have a lot that's got pink on it that's on my actual cart. I probably do down there, but I think a lot of them are like parts of series. This one is too, but I've read leading up to this. So we are going to go with The 7-Year Itch by Amy Dawes as our 6th book. And let's get down in there. Book number 7. Number of letters in the title equal to the publication year of the last book added together. Okay. Number of letters in the title equal to the publication year of the last book added together. Publication. I think this was 2025, so 2025, so 5, 7, 9. 9 letters in the title. World War Z has 9. That does not. Heartless has 9. Lightlark has 9. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Variation has 9. Beartown only has 4. Okay. This is getting a wee bit out of hand, in case anybody's wondering. Okay, so these are going to be our options so far. The Ritual has 9. I think that might be all of them. I think that's it. Yep, okay, so we're going to choose between the Ritual, Variation, Lightlark, Heartless, or World War Z. Oh, Ritual down. So we have a fantasy, we have a thriller, a romance. So I could really go with any of these. I want to say either World War Z or let's go with The Ritual. Because one of my best friends told me that I have to tell her how it is. Okay, so The Ritual is the next book. Alright, let's choose book number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Book number 8. A book with an odd number of pages. Okay, so what books am I really wanting to get to? 292. No, actually that was acknowledgements. Wait a second. 289. That is an odd number of pages, so it could be The Compound. But I also really want to read Wild Dark Shore. That's exactly 300, so that would be a no. How to Sell a Haunted House. That's Not My Name. My Twitch folks also got me this. So 290. No. Where was the other one I was literally just thinking about grabbing to look at? This one's the hefty book. 665. I think we're gonna go with The Lies of Mortals by Mallory Weber. This was gifted to me off my wish list by a lovely member of my Twitch community, so I am excited to get to it and see what it's all about. It looks really good, and I actually really love the cover of this. Like, I just think it's such a pretty cover. I really love, like, green and gold, so I think that that's just really, really pretty. Alright, let's go for number 9. Oh, one fell out, but we're gonna go with the one in my finger. Cover you like the least. Good thing it's not cover I like the most. I mean, this one's pretty boring. So that could be an option. World War Z is not very interesting either. It's not like a super interesting cover, so maybe that one. I guess I don't really dislike this one, but I don't love it either, so The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I do really love his writing. I'm also not a huge fan of One of Us is Lying's cover either, so I think we're going to pick from one of those because I don't want to keep pulling more. Let's see, I don't really have anything that's like World War Z, so we're going to go with World War Z. Because I don't have anything that's more of like a horror type of book. And then book 10 is a fantasy book. Okay, well, that leaves a lot of options. I do want to read One Dark Window. But I also really want to read Serpent in the Wings of Night. Serpent in the Wings of Night is going to be our fantasy pick. And that'll be book 10. Alright, and now let's see. I doubt he's responded. Okay, sorry, had to change my battery. Let's see. Alright, he chose Famous Last Words by Gillian McAllister. So that is going to be our 10th and final book for this lovely month of September. So let me write that down. Alright, so this is the rundown for this month. We have Famous Last Words by Gillian McAllister, The Sermon on the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent, World War Z by Max Brooks, The Lives of Mortals by Mallory Weber, The Ritual by Chantal Tessier, 7 Year Itch by Amy Dawes, When She Was Me by Marley Bush, The Coworker by Frida McFadden, and Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, as well as Of Earth and Fire, which I forget, by Alanna, I think is the name. And those are going to be our 10 books for the month of September. If you guys have read any of these books and you really enjoyed them, please let me know. If you have not read any, if there's one you haven't read and you are excited, please let me know that as well. I'm going to try to get all of them into reading vlogs over the month, or leading into October as well, probably trying to get ahead a little bit. But yeah. Also, if there's any books that you are wanting to see on the channel, please let me know that as well, and I will try to make that happen. I love and appreciate you all so much. Thank you for any support that you give me. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. It really means a lot, it helps me out, and it pushes this video out to amazing people just like you. So I hope you guys stay happy, healthy, and safe, and thank you for any time you choose to give to me, because I know it's not something you can get back. So any minute you choose to give to me really does mean the world, and I truly do appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!